What's up, super fam? Welcome. My name is Battery CEO. This is Sensei Finito, and welcome to Marvel's, where we cover all things Marvel and everything pop culture.
That is right. And on today's Pop Culture's news update, we'll be checking out some Thor Love and Thunder concept art, more I'm sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 rumors and more Morbius delays, yo. So make sure you tune in with us today because we have a good episode coming to you.
Oh, yes. But before we get into all that, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Marvelbros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel, where we post all of our content and much more.
And you can also check out all of our live videos as well as our past Twitter content and stuff like that on our website, www.marvelbros.com, where you'll be able to also purchase our merchandise as well as join our Discord to be able to keep up with all of our discussions and content that we post across our social medias. And you are now also able to listen to podcasts, to our podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts at. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of that good stuff. Just type in Marvel Bros and you can listen to us on the go.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Uh, and without further ado, man, let's get started. Uh, well, America Chavez reportedly was supposed to be in Spider-Man No Way Home, but was scrapped due to the release date change in Doctor Strange 2. Uh,
I think this
you,
makes a lot of sense because of
I
like the
think it does.
whole Ned just becoming magic out of nowhere for no
Yeah.
reason.
Uh, I kept
I
that
would have
part
much
out,
rather
but they ended up
had
they changed it to
a
Ned
Ned there.
after the dead.
Mm-hmm.
But someone on Twitter also said this was also a rumor, but there's still to kind of go with this. So I don't
Yes.
know if that's true or not. So take this with a grain of salt, just in case. Uh, but
But still, I think I would have much
yeah,
rather had America Chavez being the one to
yep,
open those portals and do all that type of stuff and
hmm
whatnot. And it seems like she probably would have been the one to bring in, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Bring in, yeah, bring
yeah,
in the spider people from
yep.
the spider verses that there are.
And I think
I
that's
don't.
what the goal was from the original description that I had read. Because again, I didn't take the whole thing that was based
Mhm.
off this American Travelers news. But again, that was kind of the goal, and then like the delays happen, and then they're like, you know what, Ned, he's our scapegoat.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Not
make this man a magician.
not that that was terrible by any means, but
It wasn't terrible, but having America Chavez be in there would have helped. But
would have been a great intro, I think.
I don't know how that would have worked. I don't know how she would have got there and all that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah,
But it's interesting to because I'm pretty sure it was like there was like either delay, not delays, but conflicts because of Doctor Strange and stuff like that.
yeah,
So I'm interested into knowing like why there was those complications as well.
yeah,
Like were they filming that close to each other to where
yeah,
like I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
Mary Sue in the chat says,
Yo, how's
"Hello,
it going, Mercy?
what is up, Mary Sue? Love to see you back time and time again."
Yep. And then for those of you guys who don't know, America Chavez has like the power to like travel through like dimensions and
Yeah, she
like
can create like
portals, make
portals.
portals
Yeah,
and shit. So she's
dimension
pretty
rifts.
wild. uh,
Facts.
so that's something to look forward to in Doctor Strange 2 when she does make her appearance. Um, man, I'm so excited.
Oh,
Like Spider Man has been such an influential like character, man, and this movie
hmm
didn't disappoint at all. If anything, I think it might have exceeded our expectations, possibly,
honestly,
in a lot of different ways. And I think it's a movie that we needed to finish off the year. It's a movie I think the MCU needed, that as fans, that we
oh
definitely
yeah.
needed to kind of figure out and understand what's going on in the bigger picture. But now, that was just part one. Part two is Doctor Strange. So after Doctor Strange, hopefully we can have a good idea as to what we can expect throughout the bigger picture of things in the
No,
MCU.
I agree completely there, my brother, because along with Doctor Strange, I think all the movies that we get this year are going to create a whole new like foundation for the next
Yep.
level of MCU almost. We know that we're going to be getting some crazy stuff in literally every movie. And I'm
Hmm.
hoping some type of multiverse spills over
Hmm.
into what else is going on in the MCU, possibly.
Yeah.
Can you hear those children outside by any chance in the background? All right, let me close my.
They're having a
If I
grand
can
old
hear
time.
them, I was like, "There's no shot that you can't." But yeah, I would love to see the multiverse like spill over into just other
Hmm.
movies, and yeah, that just would be awesome. Hopefully, that's like why we're gonna see Jane Foster Thor or something
Hmm.
along the lines of that. I don't know,
Yeah.
but that would be dope.
And you know what? Like thinking of like the bigger picture of things within Marvel,
Hmm.
like these two, like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange 2, definitely the movies that kind of show us big picture type of things, or
Yeah.
possibly show us everything. That's something that we've had a theory about. Like those two movies are going to be the ones that are going to be able to kind of define the next phase. But another show that I think could be big in terms of showing us like what's the other aspect of the whole phase is Moon Knight.
Yes, I
I feel
agree.
like Moon Knight is going to have some pretty interesting implications in the MCU that we haven't seen before. More so on like the more mystical side of things. Like I don't know if mystical is the right word because the Doctor Strange. I think,
It's something like
but
on the lines of that, though.
yeah.
Like
Mhm. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. So uh,
hold on, we have the picture. We have some pictures right here.
oh yeah, and I believe I believe this was concept art on use again. Rumor. Uh, Someone could have made these. Not that these have been coming out a lot frequently the past couple of days. So there's a lot of these types of stills out there.
I see what
Uh,
you're saying. My bad. Give me 1 second.
so And out of these two stills, we both see America Chavez uh, during key moments, during one of the key moments within Spider Man. And there's another moment where we don't actually see happen in Spider Man, but uh, they're all there. Like as in Ned, Zendaya,
Ned,
MJ,
MJ,
and
and
Peter, I think, is that right?
Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter. The girl who was Ned's girlfriend in the last movie. Let's
I
see.
forgot about that relationship. Oh my gosh. It was like a week long
Yeah,
fling.
yeah. While they were on the vacation.
Vacation.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, even Flash is there.
Yep.
Mm. I wonder where this would have taken place. Because obviously it looks like a carnival of something of some sort.
Yeah.
But
This is an amazing still right here.
unless this is something that happens in another Spider-Man,
I can
like
see that.
maybe this was supposed to happen in Far From Home, like for a brief
Mm.
moment, and like very similar to like the first uh Flash appearance in
Is that the World War movie or something?
Batman v
Is that what you're
Superman.
talking about? Mm.
I think when he it's the Apocalypse Flash that shows up and tries to warn him, like, oh, like
Mm.
she's the key. Like maybe like America Chavez had that moment where she tries to warn him, or or give him like a heads up as to what could be happening. And
She looks really dope too, by the way.
yeah, I love
Like,
the fit. I
mhm.
really like the outfit that they gave her. I think this is comic accurate. Like this is
Yeah,
something she
comic
has.
accurate. She usually has on like shorts, I think, in the comic books, though,
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
But everything else is like dead on to the comics, yo.
yeah,
Which I'm loving. Which I'm loving, by the way.
yeah. This is pretty cool. I'm loving the energy.
Mhm.
I'm very curious as to what's happening in the background.
Yeah, maybe they were like maybe they were out doing something, like just all the friends and
Hmm.
stuff, and then she just came out of nowhere in the middle of the bumper carts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
And just teleports in.
it also looks like a bunch of portals are being opened with Doctor Strange's ring as well, all around. I don't know if you, like all the sparks all around them could
I think
also
that's the
be,
sparks from the
but I
jumper
don't know.
cables from the bumper cars. You know what I mean? You know how
Hmm.
the bumper cars have the cables that go up and like hook to
Hmm.
the ceiling sometimes. I think that's what it is.
Well,
But I
I don't know. They're all over the place, man.
well,
Let's
I
see.
mean, there's bumper cars all over the place as well. But I hear you for sure. That it seems like there's sparks that are literally coming from, like, if you see this one and like if you see right here, like all the bumper cars, like everywhere there's a spark, there's like a
Hmm.
bumper car almost like right underneath it.
Hmm. Hmm.
But the next still, I really like this one. This
Oh
is
yeah.
super fire.
You're gonna. Is this? Can you make this one bigger? I think there's a big part of it cut out,
Uh, you think so?
or widen it out. I think, if I remember right. I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought this one showed more of the, what's it called, the statue that was in the movie.
The
Uh,
statue is kind of shown a little bit more if you look right here. Like
yeah,
if you look on this one, that's about it. But that's dope. I think this is like one of the
yeah,
best
yeah.
pictures that we got of the statue per
Hmm.
se.
I
Uh,
want to know what the precursors to this was. What's the
what do you
kind of way,
mean?
like, uh, what prompted a Statue of Liberty with the Captain America shield? Obviously, Captain America's awesome and like iconic and everything, but like,
And he's from New York.
and he's from New York. I would have just liked to see, maybe it would have been cool if they kind of explain that a little bit at some point.
Mm.
Maybe in a different movie or maybe even Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
That's
that's what
something
I was
that,
thinking
that,
too. That
that
would have
got
been
brought
dope.
up or something. That'd be really cool. But that was a cool
Yeah.
little thing that I just didn't expect. Because I remember when we watched the first trailer or teaser for this, we were like, "Wait,
Hmm. It
is that
looked
the
like the
Statue of
portal
Liberty?"
thing.
Yeah,
It looked like the portal that Doc Ock was building from the
yeah.
first movie. That's what it looked like
We were like,
at
"What
first.
is that?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, it's the Statue of Liberty holding the shield." But this is pretty cool. We see Spider Man. We see the
Mhm.
Green Goblin doing their thing, and she's kind of watching. Uh, Probably I don't know because she could fight, right? She's strong, isn't she?
Yeah, I
Ver-
believe she is
Very
strong.
similar to Miss Marvel, right?
I believe so. In her own way, in her own
Yeah,
right.
with the ability to like open portals and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
So again, I'm excited for America Chavez. I think she's going to be one of my favorite characters in the MCU, and we might even like her more so than the Miss Marvel that we get in the MCU
No, that's true. I wouldn't even be surprised if we did like it more because it's
because
been like all the stuff that we've been seeing come from Miss Marvel has not all been 100. Like
mhm,
the suit's been weird. Like I don't know. It's been a bumpy ride with the
yeah,
Miss
it's been a
Marvel
bumpy ride,
stills
man.
and background stuff. So hopefully we get the amazingness that we deserve.
Yeah, so but I'm looking forward to it, man. I think it's gonna be awesome for the MCU to see get another character, like always. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
great, man. It's gonna be great.
definitely.
But
But coming up next, we have on the docket some. Pixar's Turning Red will officially be releasing on Disney Plus instead of in theaters on March 11th. Also,
yes,
so it seems like they're kind of taking the route that we kind of see a little bit of other stuff going around now. I'm just
yeah.
hoping we don't get a. I just hope Doctor Strange still comes out, my guy. Like,
You know what? Uh, I read a little bit more into this one. Because obviously it's a Pixar movie, huge, right?
Mhm.
This is the big one that they were definitely trying to market when they first released the trailer. We do have a teaser trailer reaction available for you guys for this one uh, on our YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. Um, but they were worried about the new variant. and COVID
Mm-hmm.
cases rising, so they delayed it. And or they didn't delay it; they just decided, you know what, Disney Plus is the way to go,
Yeah.
which is super unfortunate uh, for the industry as a whole. Obviously for Turning Red as well, but like uh, I don't know. This just makes me sad, man.
Yeah. We
Uh,
don't. We definitely don't want to see more movies getting the delay hammer.
our theater just closed. One of our theaters just closed down. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just not cool. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, but I don't know, man. Turning Red seemed like it's gonna be a solid Pixar film.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely kind of got us in the feels when we watched the teaser trailer. Uh, and I think there might be another trailer reaction we did to it for the
Yeah, we did.
official
We did
trailer
the
as well.
official teaser and then the official teaser trailer, like
Yeah,
something along the lines of that.
yeah. So
Official
check it out.
trailer and the official teaser. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. I see, I
Because
see.
the official teaser is the one that we were like, okay, this seems dope. And then when the official trailer came out, we were like, yo, we had no
This,
idea that
yeah,
this was like this. Yeah.
this is the plan I accept. Like
Exactly.
it was a solid plot that I really want to see. So uh,
I really wanted to see it in theaters.
yeah, it would have been cool to see in theaters. I would have loved to see freaking Soul in theaters, bro. That was another one
Oh,
I wish we
yeah.
could have saw, but again, COVID messed it up, and we had to watch it on Disney Plus, man.
Hmm.
Uh, but you know, everyone's getting sick again. You know, more so
Facts.
with like a common cold or the new variant though, or like the flu. That I've noticed that. Uh, so that's something to be careful out there, folks. You know,
Facts.
don't put yourself or others in danger. I mean, I know it's kind of hard
Multi
sometimes, but
fandom. What's up, my G? He said, "What's up? What's
how's
up,
it
multi
going?
fandom? How you doing today, my guy?" Mary Sue says, "I want an 8-hour documentary series on the making of No Way Home.
Dude,
Literally,
that'd be so lit. Apparently, there's
that
a
would be
lot of footage
amazing."
out there, like the Doc Ock fight scene for the first time. Apparently, that was supposed to be a lot longer, and they have a whole bunch of different takes on that fight that we're probably never
Oh,
going to see. So, uh, that's something that would be really cool to see in a documentary, man.
that would be really dope to see, and definitely get some of that creator commentary from John Watts on what he's trying to, what he was like, thinking about with the different scenes, and because even though us nerds can put together quite a bit,
Yeah,
it's like still nothing compared to hearing it right out of the horse's mouth.
yeah. So you know, that would be really awesome. But again, Pixar's Turning Red looks amazing. Really unfortunate that it got delayed, or not delayed, but is
Mhm.
getting a Disney Plus release instead of a theatrical release. Uh, Definitely not what we want to hear within the movie industry for sure.
For sure. Um, that's probably what it is, just colds. LOL. Everyone seems to forget about all other illness since the stuff came around. Yeah, ever since the vid, man,
And
there's
it's
no
wild
possible way you can just
because
get the sniffles. It's just straight up the vid, nothing else.
I got sick. I took a COVID test at
Wow.
home. It came back negative. Probably should have took a couple more just to make people just to be sure, but I didn't. And ever since then, I've had like a residual cough, and then I just got sick again. Like a couple days ago, my cough came back. Luckily, it's almost gone again, but it didn't feel like how I would think COVID would feel like. You know, like I don't even know what COVID would feel like, but like it just felt like a regular cold. And you know, a lot of other people that I know are just getting regular colds, or like the flu or whatever right now. So that's something that's wild to think about.
Yeah,
uh,
definitely.
but moving right along though, uh, we have some new official art, concept art from Spider-Man that was unused, or actually, okay.
What?
Initially this wasn't actually official concept art. This was art that one of the artists for Spider-Man had made, but it wasn't official. It wasn't until later that it was deemed concept art for Spider-Man. But it's Spider-Man in a Venom suit in this fit. an Venom version of his spider suit. Uh, and these are pretty awesome, man. I actually really enjoy these a lot. These were really cool to see. Look
For
at that.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dope. This is incredible. I remember when I first saw this, I literally shit bricks, and I think I sent it to you like immediately. And I was like,
Hmm.
bruh, this is amazing. The dude from the because the guy that actually like did a lot of the costume design and the concept art for the movie created this. And now I believe from the post that I read, it said this is supposed to be concept art for the next like the next time he actually does get the Venom symbiote.
Yeah.
This is some type of thing of what Tom Holland's
Hmm.
Venom will look like, Venom Spider Man will look like. And yo, this is way better. This is like the one of the best things I've ever seen.
Hmm.
Like
You know
this
what
is
though?
incredible.
I really liked the Spider-Man suit from Spider-Man 3 though. This is cool. I like Spider-Man 3
Uh
costumes. I like uh but I do like the Venom
the
like
Venom suit,
qualities
like from the
or the
Spider
the black
Man.
the black Spider-Man suit.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah, yeah.
I don't think but this looks very similar to what Venom in Spider-Man 3 even looked like in general though. Like this looks like what Venom could have looked like in Spider-Man 3 just without the mouth kind of. And maybe not as
Mm,
cuz like that Venom was very skinny compared to the Venom that Tom Holland's Venom. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I like this a lot. I like how the spider goes all the way around like that. I like how the veins kind of
yeah.
go throughout his body. That's pretty
Very.
awesome.
This is very on par with how it looks, like how it's supposed to look. Because if I'm
Hmm.
not mistaken, the Spider-Man 3 one was just the regular suit but black. Like it
Yeah,
didn't have anything
it was a
special
black.
about it.
Yeah,
It was just the black version of the regular Spider-Man suit. But
yeah.
this right here, man, this is like this is the Venom symbiote taking over. Like, bro, this is I really like how this one looks. The other one is lit. The Spider-Man 3 one is dope, but this one for me takes the cake for sure. I really like the little hand design of like this triangle and then the
Hmm.
like this the freaking veins pot going
Yep.
out of the triangle and going up the arm into the spot. Like, yo, this is freaking saucy. The only thing that I think could have made this a little bit better is if it had like the Venom eyes a little bit more. You know
Yeah.
how it like curves at the end? That would
Yep.
have been magnifique. But this
I'm
is
I'm
dope. This is dope.
I'm curious as to like how it's going to affect him as like his version of Spider-Man because you know how like it messed up Toby emotionally for a little bit until he kind of snapped out of it. Uh, I wonder if Tom Holland's going to have that same uh, effect. He's going to
Yeah.
turn a little more aggressive. You know, get more that anger kind of come back and kind of bite him like it did in the end of potentially Spider-Man No Way Home. So
I don't think I hollered you. I don't think I shouted you out, King. What's up with it, my man? How you doing in the chat? My guy said that looks so good, bro. It really does. I like this next one as well. Like
yeah,
being able to see the veins really pop into his face, and oh yeah, bro. Like I don't feel. I feel like we didn't get to see the real takeover in Spider-Man 3. I think that's one of the reasons why it's so low on the bar of Spider-Man
hmm,
movies is because it's good, but at the same time, they didn't do any justice. I feel to Venom or what the symbiote would be on Spider-Man.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, uh, because I mean, even in the Spider-Man 3 video game that they had, I think on PS2 at the time, it was
hmm,
freaking lit. Like you could turn into the symbiote, and like there was like you would go crazy when you were in the symbiote. You would be stronger, and
yep,
he literally wouldn't hold his punches sometimes, and it was just it was a whole nother vibe. So I really can't wait to see this like the Venom symbiote come to the
yeah,
MCU Peter Parker, which I think will be amazing. Because I don't think it's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. If
yeah.
not in the next movie, it'll be in the one after that. You know?
It might be in Venom 3 because apparently in Venom 3 that's where we're supposed to see him fight Spider-Man. That was something I saw. I don't know if
I saw
that's
that as well, but I didn't know if that which Spider-Man that was talking about
yeah
because
because
I know they're
now it's
trying to
all
do stuff with like Andrew Gar. It's like everyone is trying to. You get a Spider-Man movie. You get a Spider-Man movie. Like,
mhm.
That's basically what it is right now.
Yeah, but which is
But
awesome. But it does make things a little confusing as to who we could see fight who, which is something that, and that's one of those things where we're gonna have to wait until like the studio
mhm.
officially releases a statement to kind of clarify things. Uh, but yeah, these suits are awesome, man. I'm actually really impressed with the way they came out. They look really cool. Um,
Right.
the one that we see Tom Holland's face with actually really clean. I like that one a lot,
Yeah,
a lot, a lot. Look at
yeah.
that.
It's just
That's
freaking
pretty awesome, man.
ridiculous being able to see those veins pop into my man's face and stuff.
Hmm.
Oh, bro, this is amazing. Makes me so happy.
Yeah,
Um, and hopefully we can get some more like venomness popping out, get Venom to be more Spider-Man like as
yeah,
well, now that he's even got a little glimpse of what Spider-Man is from, the MCU.
yeah. Well, now that he's told, uh, what's
Eddie Brock,
Eddie Brock, like everything he knows about like the
about the
multiverse and
hive mind and stuff.
like
Yeah.
maybe you know he starts to really kind of dive into the role of Venom and really kind of learn from him and really kind of take advantage of the power that he really does
Mm,
have, uh,
mm,
and be in control more
yeah.
so than he has before.
For sure. Yeah, I'm down for this and everything that comes with it. I love Spider-Man No Way Home. I really wish we could have I wish we could have got like a 3.5 hour movie so they could have
Yep.
just packed every single thing that they really wanted to put in there. And I would have really been there. Uh Mary Sue says, how do you guys feel about Peter breaking his promise to MJ to come find her and make her remember? The ending portrayed the decision as noble, but I couldn't disagree more.
Y-
Um, I
You
feel like
know,
it's a
that one was tough. I didn't know how to feel about that. Honestly, if I'm being honest. But I will say that the way MJ looked at him was an interesting look in the sense that I don't think he wants to force things. I think if he does rekindle that relationship, it's going to be more fluid than
Mhm.
just forcing her to remember. Uh, so I think it's something that we're going to see happen. I just don't think it's going to happen forcefully. He's going to try and make it happen fluidly
I
and
think it's
naturally.
Spider-Man doing what Spider-Man does. You know what I mean? He's always trying to
Yeah.
protect the people that he loves in some way, shape, or form. And he could clearly see ever since they found out the truth about what was going on and who he really was, they were in danger. I mean, he's
Hmm.
like literally from the time she figured out he was Spider-Man, it was just one thing after another. I mean, even when he became Spider-Man fully, it was even one thing after another,
Yeah.
in his first Spider-Man movie when he freaking has to fight his prom date's dad, and then all this stuff happens, and then the second movie they're on vacation and everyone's getting beat up and stuff because of him, basically. So
Yep.
there's a lot of stuff that falls back on people knowing he's Peter Parker, knowing Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and him allowing that to kind of be a thing and trying to protect. It just always becomes a catch
Yeah.
22. So I feel like it was a good story ending to the beginning of who this Spider-Man is. You know what I mean? That's kind of
Yeah.
how I feel. Because I think it was like even comic accurate. Like them forgetting who he
Hmm.
was and everyone forgetting like all of that. Like I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a
Uh,
fan.
I want to rewatch the movie, man. I haven't
Oh
gone
yeah.
back to rewatch it yet. I want to see it in
Mm.
Screen X, but again, we have to go to Fresno.
Hmm.
Last I checked, it's still available in Screen X, so that's something that
Ooh, I might have to
we should
do
definitely
that.
try doing when feeling a little better.
Yeah.
But because that could be
But
pretty cool.
yeah, yo, staying on the term of concept art, yo, and moving right along, we have some new concept art showing us new looks for Thor and Lady Thor in Thor Love and Thunder. I've never said Thor so much in my life, yo. This movie is going to be next level, I feel. Uh
Oh, it is, and
I
tech
feel like we're going to get some of the best stuff that we've kind of seen space wise in this movie.
hmm We got the rebuilt Mjolnir. Look at that, even with the
Mhm.
cracks and everything in there.
Even with the
Uh,
cracks.
Natalie Portman. This actually looks like Natalie Portman if she had a mask on and everything.
Hmm.
Uh, she's looking shredded. Look at those arms. Uh, I'm loving the
Little
suit.
biceps. Yeah.
I really am. I'm definitely excited to learn more about uh, her character, how it's evolved, what happened to her during the events of like Endgame, Infinity War, uh, and what happened between the two of them after is Dark World or Dark World?
Yeah.
Yeah, because after that she kind of went AWOL within the MCU, but we definitely
Hmm.
see her uh, research partner and we see her mentor pop up a lot throughout the MCU.
Yeah.
But her. So that's something I would
Mhm.
definitely love to learn more of. And I love the helmet, the look. I love it, man. I love
I love it as well. And apparently, they're supposed to go with
it.
her uh, comic accurate backstory to where she actually gets cancer and all that type of
Yep.
stuff as well. So this is going to be definitely just another heart wrenching movie. I think Thor has had it pretty bad amongst out of all the characters. Like
Yeah.
everything has been going wrong for Thor since the very start. Like he really still hasn't made like one good decision. And if I'm not mistaken, from what is the most from Hawkeye, I believe it was, we see on the television that there's like political unrest within New Asgard.
Yep.
So hopefully we see some of that maybe spill over. We might not though, because we might not see Earth like at all in this movie, and I would have no
Yeah.
issue with that, you know. Um, so who knows what we're gonna see coming out
It,
of this movie? It's gonna be lit though.
yeah. And you know what? And you know Thor. His decision making is very interesting. Obviously, it can't be as bad as Party Thor's decision making, but
Oh yeah.
uh, I definitely would like to see a little more decision making come from him, especially from like all the mistakes and things he's gone through. You
Mhm.
know, the I think he's at this point going to be a better person or a better like fully acknowledged character in general. I'm looking forward to seeing that. If hopefully, I don't know if we'll see that, but it might be the same old Thor, which is fine. I'm happy with that. But
Yeah.
as a character, I would definitely love to see a little improvement. You know?
Yeah, and speaking of her, even her hammer being cracked, I think this goes with one of the um, reports that we saw last week. Um, if I'm not mistaken, with Peter Dinklage was supposed to be reprising his role
Oh,
as fuck, what's his name? It's something with the E.
I I I forget the planet or the station as well.
uh,
Valir,
Eitri.
Valera,
That's what his name is. His name is Eitri.
Never Valir or something like that. That's what it's called, right?
Yes,
Or
Nidavalier. Yeah,
Nidevalier, something like that. I
yeah,
was like, I know it,
Nidavalier.
tip of my tongue.
Nidavalier. Yeah, yeah, Nidavalier for
That builds
sure.
god weapons.
Yes, and I'm hoping that's where this kind of comes from. You know, her whole
hmm
hammer being put back in place or something. I don't even know. I'm so interested in hearing this whole story of how she
Yeah.
even becomes this person. I
Yep.
don't know if it's gonna be uh through just what she does. Is it gonna be some multiversal shit? Is it gonna be
hmm
what is it that's going on? There
Oh,
too says,
oh. So you think
according
it's
to the Spider-Man thing, just to end that real quick. And I thought they were just gonna forget he was Spidey. I didn't know they were gonna forget Peter ever existed. Peter was Ned's only friend for years, and now he has no
yeah, that
memory of that
was
friend.
heartbreaking
Yeah,
as
bro.
hell, dude.
I was
Like,
so sad. But it seems like they created a new history where him and MJ were always friends instead, though. That's kind of the vibe that they were giving from their conversation that they were having and all that stuff. It kind of seemed like they were childhood friends instead of him and Peter being childhood friends.
oh, I
But
don't
I'm
even
not
know.
sure. It was
I
just
don't
heartbreaking, yo.
like the moment I realized, wait. they don't know. I like Doctor Strange really made sure no one remembered Peter. Like
Mhm.
Aunt May wouldn't have known who Peter was.
Nope.
Like
Bro, when
when
Happy didn't know who he was, and
I
Happy
was
was
like,
there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, I lost another friend." Like, bro, my heart, bro. I think I
like
dropped a tear for my man Happy. I was like, "Yo,
dude,
Happy
that
can't catch a
I
break."
was crushed when that shit happened, dude. I just wasn't prepared, man. And and like we said earlier, like part of the reason he probably didn't want to force them to kind of remember was obviously like that experience taught him like the danger of
Mhm.
what what it's like for people knowing who he is. Uh, like it could have been as bad as like Kingpin being the one slaughtering his Aunt May because
Yeah,
he spotted, like that's something that could have happened like in the comic books.
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
so that'd be interesting.
Mary Sue says, "You think the Reality Stone gave her cancer?" I didn't even think about that. That's actually a really good point. The
Well, it was in her
Reality
body.
Stone being in her body did do something to her. Was it
It was killing her.
deteriorating? Yeah, I was like, wasn't it deteriorating her health and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, it was doing something. And
Feeding on her energy or something to like feed the ether, or something weird like that, if I'm not
did
mistaken.
she get powers at all?
If she did get powers, she was like it was like evil. I don't remember.
Uh,
I don't remember.
it might be one of those situations where, oh yeah, you get power, but uh, we're going to shut off quite a few years of your life. Uh,
Mhm.
so that's something to think about. Um, but I don't know. I'm interested. I've never read Mighty Thor, so I don't know like the story per se. I just know that she has cancer and a couple other stuff happens. But like, I'm really excited to learn more about the story and like
Mhm.
how they're what take they're going to give us of that story because they said from the get go this is going to be very comic book accurate to the original Mighty Thor comic. So I'm excited to see how what that looks like.
Hmm. Yeah. But like multi fandom says right here, man, I can't wait for more MCU. It's gonna be incredible.
Yep.
Um, we've talked so much about Jane Foster, but we still have more. Look at my man Thor in his new out. I
Yep.
don't know how to feel about this. I like it. I don't like it. He looks
I
like a
like the
Power
blue.
Ranger. He kind of looks like Party Thor a little bit. It looks
Yeah.
like the Party Thor color scheme is on
Mhm.
uh this new armor he has.
Looking slimmer, obviously. My man
Mhm.
put in the work, lost a lot of weight. Again, I want to know the journey that they've been going on. Like, is this? Are we gonna see him like? Are we gonna see like a montage of him trying to lose weight? Are we gonna, or we're just gonna see him
Are we
look
just gonna
normal?
start off right off the
See a
bat?
Rocky
Him.
moment, you know?
Oh
He's like,
yeah.
all right, I'm gonna fight this,
him and him and
d-
Drax just going full out working out.
yeah, yeah. So I gotta
Yeah,
train
that
for
would
this
be
fight.
hilarious.
That's the whole boxing plot. That
Samurai says this suit looks amazing, bro. It really does. This suit is freaking beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's something about it, man. It's I like it and I
it looks
don't
like an
like it.
action figure to me.
It does look like an action figure, actually.
Like you know what I mean? And maybe this is concept art for toys that for the movie. You know what I mean?
And that's why she has the helmet on and stuff like that.
Hmm.
No, I can see that for
But these are
sure.
some very sophisticated toy concept art. So, but
I think they have the same outfit on. His is just a different color, if I'm
yeah,
not
his
mistaken. Yeah, they have like the same thing, even the
yeah,
little
he has like the
chest
male
piece in the
blue
corner.
version or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh man, that looks so saucy. I love this suit. I can't like the more I look at it, the more it pops. It has that like blue violet type of thing going on. Stormbreaker is looking saucy as always. I love it. The gold is hitting like a whole different way. Looks amazing, yo.
Yeah,
This looks amazing.
I can't wait to learn more about the story, man. And like that's what I was excited for Thor Ragnarok again. Even though it wasn't like my favorite movie by any means, it was an amazing movie. Uh,
Mm.
uh, but like the
Wait, what are we talking
story,
about?
Thor Ragnarok, like and like
Oh,
uh
I really like that movie.
because that movie was really good, but that was like a crossroads for me where I was kind of like, man, I liked the movie, but like there was just a lot of comedy that we didn't. I wanted a little more seriousness, and that was
Oh,
kind of where I was at with the MCU at the time. Now
I
it seems like we're getting there, but
I
like
feel that, but to
I don't know.
me, comedy has always been Thor's way of dealing with
Yeah,
his trauma. So
yeah,
it's not really like comedy for real. Like Thor's comedy is super different and dark compared to like the Guardians of the Galaxy trauma. You know, like
mhm,
comedy. Like in the Guardians of the Galaxy, they'll just make like a legit joke, and Thor will be like, "Well, you know, my mother died, my father died, then my brother died before my eyes and my arms, so I'm doing all right." Like
yeah,
his humor is completely different, you know.
hmm
And I really appreciate that about his character because it shows just like he I feel like Thor amongst all the other characters in the MCU have had really one of the best like character arcs, being that hothead kid that really doesn't give a shit about what he's doing, why he's doing it, acting without thinking,
yeah,
and then going to where he is now, to where I feel like he kind of is still that same hothead, but he's just not a kid anymore. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like he's grown up. He has a lot more experience now from the things that's been going on. And I can't wait to see how he kind of deals with that experience
hmm
and trauma in his movie as alongside with the Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that. I just think it's
yeah,
gonna be I think it's gonna be a good vibe and a good time.
yeah.
Because I think Thor Ragnarok is like amongst like the top five like
Oh
for the
no,
MCU
for sure,
movies,
it
like
definitely
hands
is, man.
down.
Like uh, going back to Mjolnir being rebuilt, like the moment when
Mhm.
that hammer was like shattered, yo,
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, yo, I was so confused because I had no idea like that could even happen, and it happened so fast and quick, and it was just like, oh my
Oh,
gosh, can't believe this. Uh,
Max.
but I'm looking forward to this, man. I think this is
Like
gonna be
she
pretty
said, I
awesome.
was almost done writing my 80s Rocky training montage comment before you said it for me. I definitely want to see that. And like he's like running to the top of like some alien courthouse and it's
Mount
like dun,
Olympus,
dun, he's
like
like, yeah.
that'd be a very
Yeah.
cool moment.
I
Uh,
would love to see that. I can't wait for this movie. This
mhm,
movie is one of the ones that's kind of been under the radar because of all of the amazing things that we know is coming to the
yep,
MCU. Like this movie is like almost the low, like not I don't want to say the lowest, but for the hype, like this is like not on the scale as much as everything else is. Like people are way more hyped. Well, they were more hyped for basically everything that we had before this, and this is the only movie that we know that as of now that there's going to be a like a fourth installment
this
in the series. Or
comes out this year, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and this is like one of the least things we know. We know very like we haven't gotten a lot
Yeah,
like from this movie other than like the stills
all we know
and
is
stuff like
is about Gore the God Butcher, and
that's true. After
that's
that, they
really
were
it.
like, "Hey, we
Yeah,
gotta tighten this fucking
we got to keep
lockbox."
this shit tight lipped,
Yeah,
bro.
someone's getting fired. Like that's the
100.
so.
percent
But man, I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be pretty awesome.
Look at them side by side, bruh.
Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh. Oh my
quality.
gosh, this is gonna be amazing, bro.
I'm looking
I
forward to
just
seeing this,
really
man.
hope we get to see them do some tricks like back and forth with the hammers when they're fighting or
Hmm
something like that. You know what I mean? Because Thor's already done that now with Cap. You know, like so he knows that things can be done differently. So
Yeah,
I just would love to see something like that go down.
yeah. It'll be a good time, man. It'll be a good time. Uh, but without further ado, moving right along with our docket. Some unfortunate news. Morbius was delayed once again. We will now be able to watch it April 1st of 22 and no longer in January. God damn it. We were
Bruh,
so
I just want to
excited for
watch
this.
this damn movie. Like I don't know why they keep doing this to us. Like what the hell, bro?
Apparently,
Like
so this is the official statement right here, okay?
if we want to, it's our choice on if we want to catch the vid or
They
not.
underestimated the popularity of Spider-Man and the fact that it's still killing it. They didn't want to put the movie out and overshadow the sales. So they're like, "Hey, you know what? We got to delay it." So they pushed it back. I respect the decision marketing wise. I think it's a smart play.
Yes,
Obviously, it sucks as a
because
fan.
no one was going to be watching that movie if with Spider Man. I mean, we were just talking about going to watch Spider Man at the Screen X, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like it's still popping. Uh,
hmm
I think it's still on top movie wise in like
hmm
box office. I haven't checked or heard anything so far, but I think it's still on top. Uh, I think 355 or whatever uh, isn't doing great in the box office.
Yeah, I got like a B plus or something like that for
Yeah, it
in
might be a
the
really good
first
movie, just no one
store.
wants to go see it. You know,
hmm
because I didn't even know it was supposed to come out until like we
hmm
talked about it last week. So,
Facts.
but Morbius is one of those movies that I think is going to give us a better idea as to what we can expect in the Sonyverse. And who
Mm.
knows? Maybe part of the delay is to like include footage of Andrew Garfield. You know,
Yeah,
I can
because
see.
one thing that I know is crazy is because in the movie, a little bit of spoilers. He says he's gonna stop. He stopped pulling his punches, and he started like really going in. And we saw in the Morbius trailer that there it says Spider Man is a murderer. So
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's talking about him. And then the Oscorp from his universe is the same Oscorp that we see from the trailers as well.
yeah,
So it's a good assumption that Tasm is the universe of where Morbius and Venom as well, because he talked about Venom actually
yep,
takes place, but there's no confirmations on that though.
yeah. And I've been really excited for Morbius in general. I think it's gonna be better than Venom. Uh,
Yep, that's what we literally
yeah.
said that like the day we saw the first trailer for it. We were
I
like,
was like,
well,
dude, this looks
this
so
is
much
gonna be
better than Venom.
it.
Uh, Watch it be a complete flop. I'm gonna be so
Yeah,
sad.
big rip.
Uh, but man, I think this is gonna be a great movie. It just sucks that it got delayed the way it did.
hmm
I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah,
So,
I feel it, bro,
but
for sure.
definitely hope it does not get delayed once again. This movie's actually been delayed more than the uh
New Mutants.
the New Mutants movie. The New Mutants was delayed, I think, 5 or 6 times. This has been delayed 7 times. So it is now the most
Mm,
delayed like Marvel related film ever.
damn,
Yeah, which is kind of crazy, but
for real.
I don't know why they delayed it. Well, obviously COVID and stuff like that, but like and like reshoots and whatnot. But man, so disheartening and disappointing. But I
Super
understand.
disappointing.
I understand though. I understand though. But how are you guys feeling about Morbius? Are you guys excited for it? We haven't really heard a lot from like other people at
Morbius
all,
is
but
definitely going to get Black Widowed because, like,
it
the
might.
hype
It
for
might,
this
man.
movie has been too long now to
It's
where
been
we're going to
like.
be like, okay, who cares? Like, unless we have like some amazing cameo or something really dope like that, this
Mhm.
movie might end up falling on deaf ears, which I hope doesn't happen. We're going to see it, but I'm talking about the majority of the community. Uh, I don't know, man. I don't
Most
know.
people probably don't even know it's Spider-Man related. Maybe because of the first trailer, but like
Facts.
you know, it's one of those things where they're not actively trying to uh, market it as Spider-Man as a Spider-Man movie. But
hmm
if you don't know who Morbius is or like at all, you're not going to know that he's even a part of the Spider-Man unless you really watch the trailer. But still, you know,
Yeah.
that's something I just thought about that too. I was like, so that's something that could be the issue as well. People just don't know. And they
Facts,
also might
man.
not have known about the Easter egg at the end of Eternals. That's bringing a pretty interesting character into the fray. So,
hmm
uh, but something to think about. Something to think about.
Yeah, maybe we might get something in Moon Knight that gives us a little hope
Yep,
as well. But
I
we'll
agree.
never know, man. We just gotta wait and see. But moving right on along to our next thing on the docket, going a little bit backwards, kind of, but not really. We have a rumor that Chukwudi Uwuji has been cast as the High Evolutionary in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3,
Oh
baby. Let's
yes,
go. High
I
Evolutionary is an amazing I like that
I
villain
really
dude.
like this dude's voice. But the High Revolution looks like an android though, right? Like,
Yes.
is he has he always been an android type character?
No, I don't
Like,
think necessarily he's been an android type character the whole
it
time.
reminded me of Vision when I saw the stills of him. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah, he is Loki. Like he does Loki look like Vision.
like
Uh,
I got Vision vibes when I looked at him.
yeah. Dude, where's my book of Marvel? Let's see. He might be in there.
the
Oh,
dang, it's gone through so much.
the book. Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe that happened, dude.
Yeah, bro. Big rip. I almost cried. I was like, "Fuck!"
If
Just walked out.
you
Let's
guys
see.
don't know, the Big Book of Marvel has taken damage.
Has taken a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, just got completely so unfortunate, so unfortunate. But let's see if the High Revolutionary is in here. Maybe get a little background. Uh, but in general, though, for those of you guys who don't know, this person is the one that's responsible for the rocket being created.
Yeah.
So that's
Rocket
something.
Raccoon
Yeah.
and Olivia Otter, I think, who is Rocket Raccoon's girlfriend in the comics. I
Oh
believe
yeah.
that's what her name is.
And apparently, we're
And we
supposed to
had
see her.
reports of her. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
supposed to be in this movie
Show
a
up.
long time ago.
Yeah. This is
Um,
long. This is like what, a year ago that we
maybe
reported
long,
that.
maybe
Maybe even
longer, yo.
longer.
It was like 2019, 2018,
That
almost.
was a
Like
long ass time
I
ago that
think we
was
reported
announced.
it around Infinity War. No cap. Like
Yeah.
I think that's when the first time we were talking about it. High Evolutionary. His first appearance was in Thor number 134 in November of 1966. His real name is Herbert Edgar Wyndham.
Okay.
He is the founder of the Knights of Wundagore, and he has his abilities are he's a highly evolved intelligence, immense
Okay.
psionic powers, armor reconstructed body when injured. Armor reconstructs his body if he's injured, and then he's
Ooh. Okay.
virtually immortal, and he's able to grow 300 feet tall. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Um, at Oxford University in the 1920s, Herbert Wyndham built a genetic accelerator that had the power to evolve creatures. Ostracized by his peers, he used his accelerator on himself, becoming the
Oh.
High Evolutionary, and created an army of humanoid animals he called the Knights of Wundagore. He founded a new planetary home for his knights, established Counter Earth, and tried to evolve all humanity. He helped defeat Ultron in the Annihilation and restored Magneto's powers after M Day. When the Champions and Avengers defeated his plan to merge Counter Earth with their own, they learned he had created a clone of himself called the Higher Evolutionary.
Oh.
Jesus. So my man was
Okay.
like, I'm not going out.
Yeah.
Thank
This
you,
is
Big Book of
that's.
Marvel.
Yeah. Thank you. Uh, this is pretty interesting, man. I think didn't really give us a whole lot as to what we could expect because all of that was like big comic book stuff.
Mhm.
Uh, but just his character in general, I'm really happy that we're going to be getting him. At what point? At what level do you think we'll see him?
What do you mean by that?
Like, do you think we're going to see like high evolutionary status? Is that?
Yeah,
I'm
that's his
sorry.
name.
Uh,
I was like, he is the high
the
evolution.
what's the second form you said? You said the higher or
Yeah, the higher evolutionary is a
it?
clone of himself.
Okay, okay, okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think we're
maybe
gonna
my
see just like I think we're gonna see the high evolutionary. I think they can do this anyway. Supposedly this movie is
mhm.
supposed to be like Rockets breakout movie type of vibe.
Yeah,
Like wait, is it this or is that Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
this is
I think
Guardians of
it's
the Galaxy
Guardians of the
3.
Galaxy 3. No, no, that is the yeah, okay, yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is supposed to be his big breakout movie,
Mhm.
to where he like, we get more backstory and origin and whatnot.
Yeah,
And the High Evolutionary is a huge part of that backstory. So I
yeah,
can't wait to see, how this goes. And I can't wait to see how Chuck Woody, uh, handles his role as the High Evolutionary.
yeah. I agree. Uh, I haven't seen him in a whole lot of things. I love his voice. Uh, I definitely know his voice from certain things that I have seen him in. Uh, I've only seen him in a
Oh,
few
he's in
things though.
John Wick 2. It says he's in John Wick 2. He's going to be in the Peacemaker show,
I think I remember who he is
uh,
in John Wick.
Designated Survivor.
Oh yeah, he's in there.
Those are really the only movies that I know about. Oh, he's on the Underground Railroad
Mm,
when they see
okay.
us.
Yeah, because he has a
Yeah.
pretty interesting voice. So,
Yeah, no idea what he sounds like.
but exciting stuff though, man. Like we
For
said
sure.
before, it's always cool to see people, new characters come into the fray and see
Hmm.
how they can kind of delve into the MCU. And oh Jesus, oh gosh, what's going on? Come on, come on.
Mary Sue says, I wonder which scene of the Morbius trailer is the last scene of the movie.
Shit, I wonder. I wonder. Like,
Yo, it's definitely when he's on top of uh like the building next to the gargoyle or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably that. It's probably
okay,
that, or it's when he's in the police jumpsuit flying through the tunnels, and that's like after everything happens, and he breaks
yeah.
out, and then he like flies through the tunnels and
Or
escapes,
it's
and
uh,
that's how the movie ends.
or it's that moment where he's in that jumpsuit walking past that Spider-Man mural, and then it just
Yeah,
ends. That's probably
that's
the way it ends.
when what's his name? Vulture is like, "Hey,"
How's
movie
it
ends. That's
going,
the post credit scene.
Morbius? Yeah. No, dead ass, dude. Like, dude, I can't believe movies nowadays, man. Like,
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
I don't know why they do that. Like, it's so annoying.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. That's a whole other tangent that
Oh
we've
yeah,
gone on. Yeah.
we
uh,
can make a whole freaking video about that.
yeah, for real. Uh, but
Grinds our
on
gears. Movie
onto
Marvel
our
Bros. Different edition.
onto our last thing of the night. Rumor. Black Widow 2 is currently in early development with Yelena and Kate Bishop potentially teaming up. This is from Geekosity Osity Mag
Geekosity.
Geekosity Mag dot
My
com.
guy about to fall
I
out
can't
trying to say this.
I can't read. I
Nice, you
apologize.
said hurt people, hurt books. Hey, I didn't do it
Yes.
on purpose. Um, but yeah, yo, I'm pumped. My interesting fact: my mom actually texted me this the other day with a picture that said Black Widow 2 and had a picture of Yelena on it, and I was like, "Yo." It was everything was obviously photoshopped. So I was like, yo, meanwhile, this is definitely not real. She was like, it's out in Mexico already. I was like, no, this isn't
Oh
real.
shit!
And then
Really?
the next day, and
Yo.
then literally like the next, and then I look at this, and then it said rumor Black Widow 2. I was like, what? I was like, that's freaking crazy. What the hell is going on?
Uh,
Well, I don't
I'm
know anything about geekosity, so I'm not sure
yeah.
what
I don't
validity
know.
they hold in
I
the.
don't either. But I'm down for that. I love the Yelena and Kate Bishop dynamic that we saw in
Hmm.
Hawkeye. Is definitely one of the better things that we saw from that show. I am
Oh
totally
yeah.
down for that. What story they're going to have, I have no idea. Obviously, Black Widow 1, we had our dislikes and our likes with that one. Um, but
I
this one
can't wait
definitely could
seeing all
be.
these people together. It's gonna be bro, to see Captain America, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Yelena's Black Widow, and then
Mhm.
Kate Bishop's Hawkeye. Hearing them talk to get like the Falcons, Captain America. Hearing them all have a discussion together is
Yeah,
going to be hilarious, bro. There's no way that it can't be. Like
yeah.
that is gonna be comedy, and I can't wait for it, yo. Because I already know the dynamic of everyone's gonna be crazy. I don't know if we're ever gonna get to see our Peter Parker Spider Man back in the MCU. I don't know what's going on with that. But if we do, I will be like extremely excited, like to
you
see
know,
them all have a like that. Five would be a
mhm.
wonderful scene. Like
Do you
nothing
think
but
he'll
comedy for
tell
me.
the Avengers, like, or whoever he teams up with, who he is eventually, again, or
Nah,
do you think he's just gonna keep it a secret?
he's gonna keep it secret
Damn, pain,
for sure. Yeah,
alone on the road again. Yo, pain.
on the road again.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I really really loved Yelena and Kate in Hawkeye.
yep,
I really like their dynamic was like one of my favorite things about the entire show. Like I definitely agree
yeah.
with that. Oh,
I
excuse
just
me.
hope, like with Black Widow, for example, that story
That
was
movie
just
was
came out.
ass.
It just came out too late. Didn't matter.
Hmm.
Uh,
I think the story was solid, but I think the rest of the movie just fell a little short compared to
hmm
like for the story that they had. Like I that movie had the potential to be the new like uh Winter Soldier type of vibe. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For us to get that type of feeling again, and I think it did not succeed at
yeah.
all in
Didn't
giving
come
us that
close.
feeling. Yeah.
Uh, but with Black Widow too, they could make this their own thing. They could really like reinvent like what it means to be that character, and really kind of shine,
Hmm.
which is exciting. And maybe we can see the other Black Widows kind of get involved as well, and really kind of train Kate Bishop's character, and maybe we see Shang-Chi's sister kind of get involved in the fray. Like maybe she like becomes a villain, Loki. But
Mm,
so that's something to think about. I'm excited for that.
yeah. I agree, man. It's gonna be lit. One of my
Yeah.
questions though that I have is how do you feel about the continuation um of trilogies and multiple movies with different characters taking the mantle though? Like do you think that when they have a Captain America, do you think it should be Captain America 4 or should it be like a new round of Captain America movies?
I don't mind the Captain America 4 because I think they already
Okay.
confirmed Captain
No, no,
America
no. I'm
4 is the.
asking like a legit, like your
I
opinion,
don't,
your personal
I
preference,
don't, I
and
don't mind.
okay,
I don't mind. Unless like the first trilogy is complete trash and like they just need to reboot it, like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
But like if it's been a good run, uh, that Captain America name, that's a title that could be
hmm,
passed on. I think that would be pretty cool. Iron Man kind of need a new trilogy for that. I don't know that something like that.
yeah. Like, do you like? Could you imagine
That's
an Iron
very
Man
very
4
specific.
with
Uh,
Ironheart being the Iron Man? Though, you know
like
what I
just
mean?
just call it Ironheart at that point. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
can't, like Iron Man is just such an iconic character. You can't really give that mantle to another person per se
Hmm.
unless it's Tony Stark. It's just recasted. Obviously, that'd be unfortunate, but
Yeah.
uh, definitely, I think they can technically go on. It's just I think it just depends, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think it's okay. What about you?
I feel like it's a hit or miss, and it kind of depends as well. Like
Yeah.
I feel like how what you said as well. Like them making a Black Widow 2 and it being Yelena, I'm like, okay, for sure, that's cool. Uh them making a Captain America 4 and it being I can't even think of what my man's name is in the MCU. I just know him as Falcon. And it being
Uh,
Falcon as Captain America, that's cool. You know what I mean? It's like it's
hmm
cool, and I kind of wish we got a new. It's like it's cool, and I want a new one at the same time. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing to do though, in order for it to fit within the like MCU continuity, kind of.
Yeah,
And it'll be crazy to have like Captain America 1 here, Captain America 2 here, Captain America 3 here. Then you wait fucking 4 years until
yeah,
the next one comes out. You got to watch 20 other movies before you get
yeah,
the next Captain America movie in the trilogy. Or in the, it's not even a trilogy anymore. In the saga, I guess you could say,
yeah.
like the Captain America saga. And it's like, man, that's cool too. So it's just, it's hit and miss with me. I don't know.
Yep.
Uncle Sam. Yes, that's right. Sam. That is his name. Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson, I think is his name.
Wait, what? Sam Wilson.
I think that's what his name is.
Wait for who?
Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
Captain America. Sam Wilson. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
I think so. But yeah, man, I'm so excited. I think 2020 is going to be a great year. We'll
Mhm.
have to make a video talking about everything uh, Marvel that's coming, and we'll really kind of break it down for you guys that we all know. Because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering because of like how, because there's a lot of stuff they talked about years ago that's coming out, but we haven't seen yet
Yeah.
still, and it's not coming out this year. So that's something to think about. So we'll be doing that for you guys down the road. So keep an eye out for that. But I'm excited,
Yeah,
man.
the 2022 MCU slate is going to be freaking crazy. Can't
Yep.
wait for it. Can't wait for Moon Knight. Hopefully, we get a freaking full blown trailer for that, like coming like this week that we're about to have, or next
Yep.
week even. I would
Yep.
love that before January ends. Please give us that
Apparently,
freaking Moon
it
Knight
was supposed to
trailer.
come out last week, but I think it might be this week, man. I don't know. I'm feeling
Mm.
within the next 2 weeks. I feel like we're gonna get it for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm
Because
feeling the
apparently it's
same
supposed to come
way.
out in February. So
Hmm.
well, the next 2 weeks for sure. Watch it come out tomorrow morning.
I would be ecstatic.
uh, but I'm excited, man. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a great year. Uh, and with that
Yeah.
said, that about wraps up our pop culture news update. But Sensei, we got some stuff
Yeah,
coming out
man.
this week, right?
Yeah, we got some stuff coming out on streaming services and stuff like that, and movies. And so Wednesday on the 12th, we have Eternals
Oh yeah,
is finally coming to Disney Plus. So our super fam that's out there in India and stuff like that, you guys are going to finally be able to check out Eternals, which will be awesome.
yep,
Maybe we could do like another watch party or something like that for that when it comes out, do it
yep.
in the Discord or something. That might be really dope to do. And then we all nationwide coming out this week. We have Scream.
Dude,
This movie is like
they're
on
talking.
track to be like the biggest movie like ever
Yo,
type of thing. Like I'm like,
the
what?
things I've been hearing about this movie are so positive, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
positive, which is so cool.
I'm hoping we
I
can actually see this one. I feel like
no,
it's
yeah,
been so long since we've got to see a movie that wasn't a Marvel
yeah.
movie. Like literally
Unfortunately, I
since
think
like
I worked.
Shang-Chi. Oh.
I think I worked. I think I worked Thursday.
But hey, it be like that sometimes. But
Actually,
yo,
oh, I'd have to look at the new schedule, but I think I worked. They've had me work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So,
mm.
uh,
Oh, and then we also have episode 3 of the Book of Boba Fett coming
yep,
this week, which we are super excited for. Make
super
sure you
excited.
guys are subscribed so you can tune in with us when we do our watch party and discussion for Book of
Mhm.
Boba Fett, as we do it every week. Don't know if we're going to be able to do it the night of, but we will let you guys know. Stay tuned for our community post on YouTube to get that update.
Yeah,
And then on Netflix, we got River Dance, the animated adventure movie. No idea what that is. On
yeah.
Prime Video, Hotel Transylvania, Transformania.
Yo, those movies are so fun, man. I think
Yeah,
that's definitely something we're gonna have to check out.
for sure. I'm definitely down for that one. And coming on Apple TV, The Tragedy of Macbeth. Oh snap! It's been a minute since we've got like a Macbeth
I think.
reenactment or whatever you could say about that.
I think Denzel's in that. I
What?
think.
Let's see. Oh yeah, you're right, bro.
I think it's with knights and stuff,
Denzel,
right?
Francis, McDorm, Catherine
Yes.
Hunter, Corey Hawkins. Yeah, this
Scottish
is
Lord.
Harry Melling, Brendan Gleeson,
Oh, yo, Scottish
Jacob
Lord
McCarthy. Oh yeah.
becomes convinced by a trio of witches that he will become the next king of Scotland. His ambitious wife will do anything to
Yeah.
support him in
My
his
guy's never
plans of
heard the
seizing
story of
power.
Macbeth before.
I have not.
Sheesh.
I have,
Macbeth is like a Shakespeare type of
yeah,
vibe. Yeah.
but
King says, I've heard Scream is really good. Yo, I've
like
heard the same thing.
I heard the kills are really good. I heard everything about it's really good, so I'm really excited for it because I haven't really watched all the Screams at all. I've
Me and
seen a
Remy might
couple
have
of
to do
them.
that this week.
I've seen a couple of them, uh, like sporadically, but never.
Mm.
Was that a blister? But never. I just looked at my
My
arm. I was like,
man
"What the
has the
hell?
attention span of a crown.
What? I've never. That's never happened. I had no
My
idea.
guy. My
Shit. Do I
guy's
have another? But uh, I'm excited, man. You know, great week, great year, and another great pop culture news update, guys. Thank you
oh
guys for
yeah.
joining us. Uh, before we head out, please make sure to follow us on all of our social medias at MarvelBros23 on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and our YouTube channel. We post all of our content and much more.
That is right. And you can also visit our website, www.marvelbros.com, to be able to purchase merchandise as well as donate to Marvel Bros to help us out and keep all this amazing content coming to you guys, super fam. And you can also join our Discord on our website to stay up to date with all of our content and all of the discussions that we have, because we have
Yep.
a lot of discussions a lot of the time. So make sure you join our Discord where we'll be talking about a lot of stuff and just getting it in there. Yeah, yo, thank you guys for tuning in with us on another amazing pop culture news update. We love you guys, super fam. It's going to be an amazing 2022. Thanks for
Oh, yes.
700 subscribers, and we can't wait till we hit 1,000, yo. So
Oh, yeah.
make sure you like, share the stream, and all that stuff, and join us on our journey to 1K.
Yep. Yep.
And with all that being said, we appreciate you guys, and we will catch you on the next episode of Marvel Bros.
Peace.
Excelsior. Marvel Bros. Pop Culture News Updates are now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also watch Marvel Bros. Live every Sunday on Facebook.com, or you can watch them on YouTube where we upload regularly. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Marvel Bros 23 to keep up with all things Marvel and everything pop culture.